In this video, I give the treatment to the film Helen of Troy, which came out in 2003, not many months before the more famous film Troy with Bradley Pitt. Now, there are some good bits. I'm not here merely to rubbish it. But you know me, I wouldn't want to miss an opportunity to use a film as illustrative material for a talk on historical matters, and yes, I'm going to rubbish it.
Mummy!
Let's start in this ancient bazaar and see how many modern cliches we can spot. Do we have harlots? Oh, we do! Well, that didn't take long. And we have someone fire-breathing there. Goodness knows what he's meant to be using for fuel. Next, we have South American parrots and Manchu period Chinamen. Rather unlikely in this context, I think. Ooh, that would really smell something terrible. Now it's faintly Eastern, so we've got to have belly dancing. Yay! Why are they belly dancing? I don't know. Well, the only thing we're missing seems to be a man juggling 3 oranges. Oh, no, there he is! Bless him. Oh, only 2 millennia before the orange reaches the Mediterranean. Well, I think we have the set. One thing these people seem not to have invented, though, is the pattern. Why are all these clothes made out of plain cloth? The cast of the film is pretty stellar, with a curiously strong English bias, but some of the casting decisions are a bit curious. Who plays the mighty Menelaus, the red-haired king?
They've forgotten what look like.
And who is this fellow? Sorry, what? Okay, let's review what Homer tells us about Achilles. 1. He was very young, a teenager at the start of the war. He had flowing locks of honey-coloured hair. He was the handsomest man who fought at Troy. He was exceptionally fleet of foot. He sang and played musical instruments. He wore a suit of armour which covered him so completely that when Patroclus borrowed it, no one could tell who was in the armour. No, you're not. And what the hell do you think you're wearing? Rufus Sewell plays Agamemnon, and before I go any further, I'd like to state that he is a good actor.
These belong to Atreus. It's he you avenged today.
You see, that is your actual acting. But he is often the victim of substandard dialogue and direction. I say this in preparation for this bit, which starts with some horrendous fake lens flare and... I'm laughing already. We come down to see him. That's it, Rufus, darling. Really glower. That's it. You hate the Trojans. That's it. Keep it up all the way across the sea. Oh, this is going to look great, Rufus. Yes. Looks like a bloody loony. But most importantly, is Helen beautiful? Not bad. And without the 6 ounces of modern makeup that Helen wore in the film Troy. In Troy, the whole war is over in a fortnight, but at least in this film, they faithfully have the war last 10 years.
And so 10 years pass beneath the walls of Troy.
So, here are the young lovers at the start of the war. And here they are 10 years later. Yep, exactly the same. Well, what about everyone else?
None would not forget,
Yep,
and so
exactly the same. Achilles is still wearing that weird bondage gear. You'd think someone would have had a quiet word by now, wouldn't you? Quick sample dialogue.
My wife has suitors breaking down the door. Her weaving ruse will only last so long.
And 10 years is too long.
We must finish this war.
No prizes for guessing who he's supposed to be. Do you think that what the hell is meant to be burning in that fire next to that curtain is entirely safe? As I said, there's good and bad. This shot, for example, shows a pretty good design for part of Troy. The scale is a bit over the top, but the architectural style and the nice colours are pretty authentic. But, that Corinthian helmet is about 6 centuries ahead of its time. We don't know for certain exactly when the Trojan War, if it happened, but the 13th century BC is a popular estimate. Oh, here's a nice example of film-making thrift. Don't have any horses for your chariot? No matter, you just need a sound effect for the horses. And a car or something to tow away your prop chariot, and hey presto!
One blow!
Sorted. Do you need to inject urgency in an ancient scene?
Back those oars!
Here's a common ploy.
To the tiller!
Go now. You're free.
My lord! The tide begins to turn!
Yeah, trouble is there is no tide in the Mediterranean worth speaking of.
Unless
Well, nothing to keep a ship waiting.
But he fears to harm me.
My lord! The wind is up!
Yes, and you might run out of wind.
Please.
Can we have a few more unnecessary burning things in shot, please? What I'm trying to say here is, well, we're a city under siege, we've been at war for 10 years, but we've still got lots of olive oil, so we don't let it get us down. Oh, thank you, that's marvellous. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. You're all marvellous, thank you. And cut. Lunch, everybody.